Hi everyone, and welcome to the Week 1 recap, Week 2 preview of the League Manager's Note. I cannot be more excited. I have never been more excited on a loss week for me, and we'll get into that, than I am right now. I can't tell you. Oh, we're going to get into it, boys. This is exciting as fuck. As always, we will start. Joel Gibson, say hi to everybody.
Hello. I just want to remind everyone I am still the champ no matter what happened this week.
You are the champ, the previous champ. Joel Gibson, do you want to show your jersey? I know this means a lot to you. Let's start it off. Let's do it, baby.
So my mother sent to my dad my childhood, the first NBA jersey I ever had. I have wanted to know whose jersey this was for a long time. I only remembered it was purple. I was very concerned that it might be a Lakers jersey. No, turns out to be 1991 number 1 draft pick Larry Johnson.
Larry motherfucking Johnson. Absolutely incredible. Joel, I am so excited you finally got that question answered. But let me tell you, let's get into these matchups. Joel Gibson was the away team at Matt Hobert. Matt Hobert didn't have Siakam. He didn't have Simmons. He was ready to be demolished. And Joel Gibson, please tell me what happened.
I'll tell you what happened. We're playing our cards close to the chest right now. I only had 3 guys that are for sure top 50 players. Then I had all my draft picks in the 7th round. But I will say I wasn't entirely discouraged. I see there was some mistakes in my draft. I had to take some swings. Some of them were going to be misses. But overall, I'm pretty encouraged.
Joel, let me ask you, and just updating this, you actually lost 5-5-1 to Matt Hobert in a tie. Tie goes to the home team in this situation. Do you regret not streaming? You lost by 1-3, bro. Do you think that maybe you might have wanted to throw a 3 ball out there?
It's tough. You know, you look at it, I had Al Horford on my IR. Healthy today, he threw 1-3. I could have dropped someone like a Kelly Olynyk. I could have dropped, I don't know who else I would have dropped, but I could have dropped someone. I didn't, because I decided to stay 15 deep. God fucking damn it. It's week 1. We're not going to panic. It's going to pay off to be 15 deep. If you remember in the championship, I was 15 deep. And that was the difference. God damn it, I learned my lessons.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Matt Hobert without Siakam, Simmons. We talked about all this. His top players, he still pulls off a win in week 1. 5-5-1. And let me tell you, Joel Gibson, that number is going to be extremely important in this video. Next matchup is the matchup of the week. We've got Cody at Doug. Doug beats Cody 5-6 or 6-5 in Doug's opinion. Doug, the number 2 team going against the number 1 team. Cody put in the messenger that he underestimated Doug's player count, and that could have cost him a win. Absolutely. Cody loses by 2 steals here. Oh man, I am excited, and this is to start it off, okay? First of all, I'm very drunk and high, so we are going to discuss this as best I can. Cody loses as the number 1 seed, going in a ton of first-round picks, and this is just an example of how week 1 can fuck anybody. It doesn't matter. Doug, strong performance from Lonzo with that triple-double. He wins. He is the number 1 seed now. There is no question about it after week 1. Joel Gibson.
Unbelievable. I mean, we thought that Cody was going to be unstoppable. It turns out he is mortal. if you stab him in fantasy, he bleeds. And probably in real life too, but you shouldn't do that. But yeah, hell of a win by Doug. We thought some of his decisions were questionable, like making, what's his name? Levine, his third keeper. We thought that was a questionable decision, but week one, it looks like he's out to prove us wrong. Good shit.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Doug. We'll get to the power rankings, but sneak peek, Doug, you are going to be number one. I am putting you at the number one spot. Next one out there in the East is Adam demolishing Phil. Phil, welcome to the league, but this isn't easy, bro. Let me tell you, you might want to hang it up for this year and really just look into Dynasty, because I am worried about you out there in the East, my friend. Congratulations to Adam. He always seems to be competitive. I'm telling you, within the next 3 to 5 years, I really believe Adam is going to be the champion. He drafts well, and it's just one of those things that Adam, if he pays attention and really gives it a go, I can't tell you how much I appreciate him sticking with us through this. But I'm telling you, next 3 to 5 years, Adam's a champion. You can mark this down. Adam wins this week 8-2-1, and he's starting off strong.
Starting off strong. And the thing is, I like a lot of the players on his roster. He made a couple really solid moves, like drafting Tyler Hero, who's off to a scorching start.
Sixth man of the year, baby. You heard it here first.
LaMelo looks unbelievable. But then he's got like Chris Boucher and Marvin Bagley, who you could ask for more from at this point in the season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we're going to head out west here. Now, there are some very close matchups, but I want to start with an absolute blowout. Neiman destroys Eric. And let me tell you, Neiman is leading in several categories already. I took Eric last week. I was wrong. Neiman is actually a top 4 team right now. Right now, he is a top 4 team. He is angry about last year. He got upset. Neiman every year continues to perform, and he's a playoff team 100% in my opinion at this point. Anthony Edwards, Goose, the Goose Man, Joker, Curry. We could go through all of it. Neiman, even though he auto-drafted, Curry and Joker together make up for a lot of holes. And if Edwards continues to perform, Neiman, I think a top 4 team this year.
Yeah, he's definitely got the depth at the right positions and for the right categories to strengthen his team. So, remarkably, even with an auto draft, he did pretty fucking well.
Absolutely, and Harrison Barnes has been incredible to start the year. Absolutely incredible as a side piece there. Just wow. All the way around wow for Neiman. Next matchup is going to be, and in my most humblest way, I lose to CJ, the away team to the home team. CJ and I both went at it 6-6 on our ads. We both 100% went at it. I added Rondo, who decided not to play in this game. So mistake by me. I ended up losing by 3 steals. It's really difficult for me to gauge my team at this point, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't have Beal. I didn't have Garland. To CJ's credit, he did miss 1 game of Lowry. But I'm extremely excited about the performance of Mo Bamba and Mobley out there in Cleveland. I am very excited about my young centers that I drafted to go with my guard-heavy team. Harden wasn't getting the minutes that he normally gets this week, so another week 1 kind of shaky. We cannot use the CJ versus me narrative anymore. I will give him the credit. He has beat me twice of the last 3 years. So until I can establish any kind of dominance against him, I'm not going to use that overall record narrative. Shout out to CJ. You did it this week. Let me know when we meet his home team, my friend. I think it's going to be a little different. Another little split season. Joel Gibson.
Well, I would just say that Russell Westbrook could have played better too. So, maybe there's upside where CJ could have beat you by a bigger margin.
Absolutely. I also love CJ's cycle strategy, dropping and adding Kevin Love. At least at the start of the season, that's going to work. That's going to work for him. Love is still getting minutes, inexplicably in my opinion, but he is still getting minutes over Mobley. When we get to the end of the season, Mobley's going to absorb all of those minutes, and he's going to be Rookie of the Year this year. I'm telling you right now, lock it down, Mobley, Rookie of the Year. Outside of that,
a better shot than Jalen Suggs, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Outside of that, seriously, CJ, despite getting screwed over with your draft there, you figured out the cap. You were able to pull off this win. I did not expect it. I also did not expect the injuries. Hopefully I can be healthy next time and we can have a legitimate matchup. But shout out to you. You did win this matchup, and I'm not taking anything away from you from that. Congratulations, buddy. Next matchup, and I saved this for last because Joel Gibson told me last week, and I love continued narratives, Joel Gibson. He said that 100% Steven was going to win, and if Steven did not win, that I was going to have to buy him a jersey. See, Joel, I'm too simple. All I want you to say into the camera, I want you to walk up here to the lens with the trophy, and I want you to say those magic words that Mr. Modest, the commissioner, was 100% right and Joel Gibson was 100% wrong. The floor is yours, my friend. Get it.
All right, friends. It really pains me to say these things. It doesn't make anybody happy. It shouldn't make anybody happy. There's no world in where this is okay. But unfortunately, these are the circumstances that we find ourselves in this week, unfortunately. It turns out that Brandon Morrison, our commissioner, a former champ, not a current champ, mind you, was 100% right. And I was 100% wrong.
Correct! Kyle wins in a tie! 5-5-1, Kyle wins in a tie. And everybody's like, whoa, you put Steven way too low on your power rankings. That's insane. What were you doing out there, Mr. Modest? Let me tell you what I was doing. I was looking at the teams, I was analyzing the teams, and I was right. Kyle wins in a tie over Steven, and that is not to say Steven is a bad team, but they tie 3-pointers. Kyle gets the triple-double. Unbelievable. That soundbite, I am chopping this video up this week, fellas. And let me tell you, that soundbite that Joel just gave me, you are going to hear for the next 10 years. Everybody wanted to know, why would you risk a jersey versus a simple statement? Kelsey asked me this week, she's like, that's a very uneven bet. Let me tell you, fellas, it is not an uneven bet. I am going to have some creative workings going off of this little soundbite that we have. Mr. Modest was right. Congratulations to Kyle. He has had terrible seasons for the last 3 seasons. At least he starts off week 1 with a win. Shout out to Kyle. Fantastic. Now, Joel Gibson, now that you're embarrassed enough, we are going to go through the power rankings, and I want no questions this week because I will torture your ass again. I will do it. All right? So I'm just going to go through my power rankings. Listen to them. If you have anything to add at the end, we'll just let you add what you have to say, and then we'll move on to week 2. Although people should take your opinion far less than Mr. Modest at this point because he is 100% right. All right, here we go. Number 1, as promised, Doug is the number 1 team in the league right now. Beating Cody, that is absolutely insane. We weren't sure about that, whether or not Cody could have added. Doesn't matter. A win is a win is a win. Number 2, Neiman. Neiman put up 4, I believe, categories that he was number 1 in this matchup. He's no joke in points. He will get that triple-double. He will absolutely murder you in rebounds. I have my work cut out for me against the number 2 team, Neiman, next week. Now, number 3 I have is Cody. Cody, despite losing to Doug, put up a fair line against Doug, and he also plays Phil, who I have, as you'll see, last for this week. So I still have Cody at the 3 spot. He recovers. Number 4 is Adam. Adam, like I said, he beat Phil this week. He is not one to be messed with, and I've shot him up there because he won, and he also plays away at Joel Gibson this week, and we don't know what to make of that team. It'll be interesting. Number 5 I have is Kyle. Kyle shot up the ranks this week as he beat Steven, as I believed he would. Number 5 is Kyle. Number 6 is Eric. If you would like to know why he's number 6, he's the away team this week against Kyle, who had the win. Next one, we've got Steven. Steven, close, but no cigar against Kyle, so he falls in. I have CJ next, and the only reason I have CJ behind Steven is CJ is the away team against Steven this week. These power rankings are concrete this week, and I love it. Next one is Matt at the number 9 spot. Matt beat Joel, and Matt also plays Doug this week. So that is a problem for Matt, especially if Simmons and Siakam don't play. Doug is not here to play games. He is the number 1 seed. Next, I have Joel Gibson. And to just prove that I am not biased, Joel Gibson is at number 10, and you guessed it, number 11 is Mr. Modest. Mr. Modest should absolutely be ashamed of himself. Everybody would have picked him against CJ this week. Injuries got him, but now he is in a show me mode, and he plays Neiman this week. There is a very small chance that Neiman is going to lose this matchup, especially with the injuries that Modest is facing. I do not play favorites when I give these power rankings. Number 12 is Phil. Phil, you are going to be number 12 until you win a game in this league. It is not a mamby-pamby league, as you would call it. You without Zion, very weak. We had some questions on your draft, but you come in this week at number 12 facing Cody, who, again, I don't think he is going to underestimate player advantage moving forward. Joel Gibson, any questions on those power rankings? Do you want to go to bat again against Mr. Modest?
there's justified reasons for why all teams are in their designated spots. So I hear you on everything. I don't think it's going to be how it pans out overall, but at this time, those rankings make sense to me.
Absolutely. Joel, do you want to say it one more time? Mr. Modest is 100% right. I am ready if you want to say it.
You only get it once in one night, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get right into week 2 here. We're moving on. I'm so excited to be back. By the way, on top of being the drunken high that I am, I want everybody to know that I won $450 on sports betting today. Great. I am in a good-ass mood. Joel Gibson believes I'm 100% right all the time, and it is great. So with that being said, let's look at week 2. Week 2, we start off with the champs matchup, as always. We've got Adam at Joel. Adam won last week in pretty apparent fashion. Joel lost in a tie to Matt. I'm going to take Adam here. This is still a show me league, Joel Gibson. I want you to show me.
Well, you may have to be patient, as I'm going to be patient. While I'm not very confident that I'm going to win this week, I'm still going to pick myself, because goddammit, I believe in myself and I'm the champ. But these first few weeks, it's going to be really important for my team to feel it out and see how some of these young players pan out. I am 15 deep, and goddammit, I will stay 15 deep. And you'll see, Brandon Morrison, you'll see that I was 15 deep right.
Absolutely. And the next matchup we have here, we've got Cody at Phil. Poor Phil is without Zion. This one for me is pretty clear cut. Cody gets the win here. That's it.
Yeah, sorry, Phil. It's going to be tough. Cody's got your number right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough start to Phil's season. He might be looking forward to Dynasty before we know it. Next matchup is Doug at Matt. Two teams that are 1-0. However, Matt, without Simmons, without Siakam, does not stand a chance to Doug. Look out for Doug this year. He may just get that championship. Doug and Cody right now are the front runners, in my opinion, at least based on everything we've seen so far.
Yeah, he's going to get bulldozed this week. Talking about Matt. Go get him, Doug.
Excellent. Next matchup is Neiman at Modest. I am the home team here. So if Neiman doesn't pull off the triple-double, I might be okay. Powell is out. This one is one of those that could be another 5-5-1. However, looking at everything, I think Neiman beats me this week. Harden still isn't getting the minutes that I want. Booker was terrible last week, so we're still working that in. And like I said, we don't know about Garland. We don't know about Beal. I am taking Neiman against me this week. Neiman is a very strong team. However, if I do pull this off, it would be quite the upset.
Yeah, I'm picking Neiman as well. If nothing else, he's got Jokic, and damn it, I just fucking love watching that guy play basketball.
Curry has been incredible. So far, myself, I've picked all 4 away teams. You picked yourself, so you're 3-1 as far as away teams go. Now, the next matchup is really interesting to me. We have CJ at Steven. Kyle did a great job last week with Steven. I played CJ this week. I'm just not sure that he can keep up with a healthy team. Steven is healthy, and Steven, I believe, is not fucking around. I'm picking the home team here, and I'm picking Steven. I believe that he's going to win and get revenge for that, what some would say, an incredible loss from last week. I'm picking Steven.
I'm picking Steven as well. CJ obviously won last week, and Steven did not. But I believe in Steven's team. I think he's got some really good players there. Hell, I even like the guy that he dropped. I picked him up and threw him on my IR. But we'll see. There's just the looming Westbrook factor of, is this guy going to figure it out, or is he just going to be shooting 3 of 12 and getting like 3 assists?
Right, and if Steven, if you're watching this video and you actually took the time to watch the video, I want to say that I've been very excited about your participation in the Messenger so far. I love it. Please keep it up. I think everybody in the league loves it. So just do your best, man. You know, I know we're all busy and everything, but you've done a great job for week 1. And shout out to Steven on that. Last matchup, we have Eric at Kyle. I put Kyle over Eric because he was the home team. Eric put up some solid numbers despite his loss to Neiman. I am just not 100% sold on Kyle's team. I did pick him over Steven in the week 1 upset, but Eric's team still looks solid. I think I'm picking Eric away here. This is probably the one that I don't feel comfortable about at all. And Kyle could definitely win this matchup and really start turning some heads long term. We know how sometimes Kyle can get up there and then crash and burn. I am going to pick Eric here only because I kind of like his team a little bit more. We don't know about Cade Cunningham. Suggs has sucked. And Eric seems to be putting up some pretty decent numbers. He just ran into an absolute brick wall, Neiman, this week. So I'm going to go with Eric. Shout out for Kyle for repping me this week. But like I said, Eric here.
I too am going to pick Eric. I think week 1 is not entirely indicative of what he's going to do this year. Jaylen Brown was unbelievable game 1, but if I recall, he had to sit game 2. Holiday is a player that I really like. Him not being in the rotation really hurts Eric.
Yep.
Those guys are around this week. I think he'll take care of business.
Absolutely. And I just want to say at the end of this note here, 3 of the 6 matchups were 5-5-1 this week. Cody and Doug were 5-6. I'm telling you, there are legitimately 6 to 8 teams that are vying for a championship this year. Yes, there are more favorites, but from what I've seen so far, this is going to be one of the most competitive seasons that we've ever had. I hope that Dynasty continues this way. Everybody seems to be involved. Everybody's at it on the wire. Everybody's participating in the Messenger. And I cannot stress to you how happy that makes me. I know it excites the champ over there. I just want to thank everybody. Take the time to send one message in the Messenger. Do some trash talking. Let's do it. I want this season to really, really mean something. It's the last one for the keeper before the Dynasty. We're competing for that first Dynasty pick. I want the excitement, and you guys have done a fantastic job this far. We are almost finished with the Dynasty rulebook. I will be sending it out. Don't anybody panic. I want you all to be able to look through it, ask me questions. Let's tailor it down. I'm extremely excited about where we are this week. Good luck to everybody this week. Good luck to Neiman, who I'm facing. Would be a great win for you this week. I'm coming after you, though. You better hope I don't have Beal and Garland. Joel Gibson.
Hey, good luck this week, fellas. I think that this is going to be an excellent season as well. Happy you guys are in it.
Absolutely. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.